Suaad, do you want to?
Yes, thank you very much. I'd just like to say that until we get the Security Council liberated and being totally neutral, there is very, very serious, we might wait a long time, by the way, there is very, very serious, there is very, very serious human rights violations going on in Libya. They are systematic, they are very, very brutal, they are very harsh relatively compared to other countries. The fact is that 6 million Libyan citizens are deprived of their most basic rights enshrined in many, many charters. It's depriving them of their wealth, it's depriving them of the ability to be innovative and to be entrepreneurial and to develop and to enjoy the fruits of their wealth. And perhaps one factor that answers this silence, international silence about what's going on in Libya, is the fact that Libya has got the largest oil reserves in Africa. There are 2 parallel pipelines going under the Mediterranean supplying gas to Italy and Europe. And unfortunately, I think it's political expediency, economic expediency, and maybe even greed that making Western companies and to a certain extent Western governments turn a blind eye and at least just pay lip service to human rights violations in order to get the lucrative contracts and the profits they want. And that is very, very unfortunate.
Well, thank you very much. And His Excellency Sir Oliver.
Thank you. Lord Oliver. Well, I can't add very much to that. I think that what we've done here today is important. I think that organisations like this have a valuable part to play. I think governments have got to keep up the pressures that we've talked about. I think that Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International and other NGOs have a part to play. I must repeat, though, as a former professional diplomat, I warn against the idea that we can only make progress on Libya if we get rid of the international oil companies, if we have world government, if Israel ceases to exist, if a whole lot of other things which could form the subject of other debates which you might hold on other evenings, if they can be achieved. It's not the case. We should be working at this task, and we are working.
Thank you very much, sir. Diana, do you want to say one last word?
Don't know what to select.
What is the next report coming out?
This year, before the end of 2010, is we've been to Libya for the first time after a 5-year absence in 2009, and we are putting our findings together, which will be made public in our report, where we would focus on violations that Libyan nationals are facing in Libya, but also those that foreign nationals are facing in Libya, because there are about 1.5 million, even though there are no real statistics, of mostly sub-Saharan Africans who are staying in indefinite detention, who are subjected to beatings, whose complaints are never investigated. That's another side of the Libya story that is important for the West in the EU framework.
Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to end of our time again. It's 8 o'clock. Before we go, I'm sure with a big round of applause, you'd like to say thank you to all our speakers. Thank you to Dr.Suaad Al-Faturi and all her team for organizing this debate. Thank you for being a wonderful audience and also participating in these debates.